I grew up in Ashcroft, just on the other side of Elephant Mountain, around a few bends in the road and down a steep hill into the Thompson Valley. 6 miles from Cache Creek. I love to fly, and I love to share the experience. So come on along with me on one of my favorite flights, the Bonaparte River. It was on countless fishing trips to Loon Lake with my dad and my brothers that I became intimately acquainted with this little corner of God's green earth. And it really is a ribbon of green, as it is the numerous irrigation systems based on the river that transform this desert valley into a strip of lush green surrounded by sandhills, sagebrush, cactus, and rattlesnakes, and a few trees. When I was growing up here in the South Caribou in the mid-50s and early 60s, I often thought of what it might be like to view this paradise from above. Now, some 50 years later, I've returned home with a pilot's license and a trusty little tail dragger to realize that little boy's dream. Coming up is Highway 97. The main highway that runs north-south through the center of British Columbia. To the right, 300 miles north, is my current home in Prince George. To the left, 200 miles south, to Vancouver. As a kid, I did hear stories of an old mine shaft that operated in this area in the 1800s. It was never clear to me what they were digging for, but back then you could still see the timber scaffolding over the shaft site. That's all gone now. By all accounts, a modest operation of short duration. And here we have the historic Hat Creek Ranch, a great little tourist destination, museum exhibits, RV sites, cabins and camping, and a great little restaurant with a deck for those warm summer evenings. Huh, warm. Who am I kidding? It gets hot here. Not Death Valley hot, but pretty darn close. If you do get a chance to visit here, ask some of the locals about the origins of the name Hat Creek. It's an interesting story. Horsting's Farm. Like most farms, it has fruit and produce at the visitor center, but also custom-made sandwiches, fresh baked bread, beautiful homemade pies, and exotic ice cream flavors. A real desert delight. Cache Creek, where Highway 97 meets Highway 1, the Trans-Canada Highway. Turn left to go east to Kamloops and the Okanagan Valley beyond, or continue south to Vancouver. This is where the lazy, meandering Bonaparte drops into a short but dramatic desert canyon to meet the Thompson River. In my day, this was known as the Circle 7 Ranch. At this point, the Bonaparte is moving along at a pretty good clip, and the Thompson River is always in a hurry to get there. my old hometown. Now, I know this is supposed to be about the Bonaparte, but the Thompson River is just not something you can turn your tail on. It's just too beautiful. Well, that was a great ride, but I guess it's time to head back to the barn. Just checking the runway for deer or coyotes before peeling off to a normal downwind for runway 15. Turning base for 15. Now, I chose this extra long final into the airport to show you this monument. A mine, you ask? Nope. A reverse mine, I guess you'd say. They're putting stuff in. That's the Vancouver landfill. Yep, I said Vancouver. 200 miles, truckload by truckload. It's got to go somewhere, I guess. This operation has since been shut down, but it makes you think. What a world we live in, eh? Watch out for those crows down there. Oh, there they go. Well, thank you so much for riding along with me. I hope we can share another flight sometime.